Hey, family, and welcome to Manifest University. I'm Soul Journey J, and today I felt moved to talk about honoring the evolution, the the evolution of you. And I think it's very apropos for right now as we prepare to enter into retrograde season where often a lot of things from our past are recycled. We start seeing people come back from our past, opportunities are revisited, projects that we maybe previously have put aside. We may be compelled to revisit them, and it's really important during this time to spend time reflecting on who you have become since the last time this circumstance, this idea, this person has entered into your life. And Mercury retrograde is a great time to do that because it does bring with it the energy of the past, nostalgia, and things like that. So you have an opportunity to revisit and reflect on who you are now. And I was reminded this morning, I got up, I did a personal reflection and meditation, and in that time, I was reminded of one of my favorite movies, which is Eat, Pray, Love. And one of my favorite scenes, because I can relate so much to this scene, is this is after Julia Roberts' character has met the love of her life, and she is now at a turning point where he's asking her to make a commitment to be in a fully emerged partnership with her. Um, and for her, as much as she loves this person, it is almost frightening because she later goes on to talk about how she's found something. She, through her travels, through her experiences, through her healing journey after relationships, I think it was her marriage that failed and other relationships that didn't work out, she finally found an inner freedom. And it wasn't something that she wanted to let go of because what she found was balance. What she believed that she had found was a part of herself that she loved and that she wanted to hold on to. And so she goes and she gets, some advice from a guru who basically kind of tells her, life is about falling out of balance and coming back into balance, and that's the balancing act in and of itself. And then she has her happily ever after ending with that situation. But I want to go back to the moment and what she was feeling that a lot of us can relate to, especially those of us who are undergoing a spiritual transformation. Some would say a DNA upgrade or just an evolution of consciousness. And that is that when you go deep enough into yourself and you begin to find wisdom treasures and you begin to discover a new a new version of yourself, a version of yourself that you enjoy more, a version of yourself that you feel more connected to, more authentic version of yourself, maybe even, that in those moments, you know, it is it is such a valued discovery that you don't want to do anything to disrupt it. And there are a couple of different thoughts that I had as I was reflecting on this, because if you've ever been there where you feel like you are holding something very precious, and that something is, it's not outside of you, it's within you, and you've touched it and you've found it and you have access to it, there's an innate desire to want to grow and nurture that which you have discovered, that which you have found. And in doing that, you may also want to guard and protect. But I really feel like the spirit behind honoring what you have discovered is very different than the fear of wanting to protect it, or not wanting to lose it, more so, I should say. And because I think that there can be some fear attached to not wanting to lose it. But I think what most of us, when we find it and we realize that it is always there, there's no fear connected to that space. There's only the desire to want to grow and nurture it and protect it, in a sense of not a fear-based protection, because you can never not have it. You become aware that it's always there, and it always has been there, and it always will be there. But it's now you have come into a greater awareness of it. And what you want to do is you want to grow in your awareness, and you want to evolve in your consciousness, and you want to honor that which you have found in yourself. So, you know, as we're thinking about the past, uh, and as the past, may be coming forward in the Mercury retrograde season, give some consideration to which of those sides are you operating from? Are you operating from the side of the fear of losing something that you found? Or are you operating from the side of honoring the awareness that you have come into? And I would encourage everyone during this season to spend time reflecting. This may be the season where you feel and you realize that you are now ready for something that you haven't been in previous seasons of your life that have come to you before, but now you may be ready for it. So the Mercury retrograde season is a great time to revisit those ideas, because hopefully you have evolved, and perhaps you are the right version of yourself in order to get that project off the ground, or to come back to something that you previously set aside. Um, that's what I wanted to share with you today, and that was what was on my heart. And I hope that gave you some things to think about and consider as you enter into this retrograde season, which is a great season for reflecting and maybe even reconsidering things that you've set aside. Uh, Honor the evolution that you are experiencing, and may you continue to find the growth, find the wisdom treasures within, and continue to share your light with the world. And until the next time, many blessings, all love, much light. Take care.